Lawmakers are demanding answers about Saturday's security failures. Today, new video showing some of the attendees at the Trump rally noticing the gunman at least 1 minute before the shooting. Here you see the would-be assassin scaling the building of where he would open fire. We also learned that the Secret Service did not sweep that building, saying they were relying on local law enforcement to do it. All right, for more, let's go to Paul Eckloff, a 23-year veteran of the Secret Service who provided detail for Presidents George W. Bush, Barack Obama, and former President Donald Trump during Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. Paul, thanks for being with us today. We appreciate it. A lot more questions than answers right now about all this. But first, what went through your mind when you heard about the attempted assassination on former President Trump, especially at a venue like an outdoor rally?
Well, it was painfully familiar, and it's an interesting question that in a number of interviews I've done, nobody has asked yet. And what former agents feel is something that I don't think any other American or anybody else on earth would feel. We wish we were there. We wish it happened on our watch because we know that we could add to it. We could help and we could save the former president or the president's life. We want to dive through the screen and use our bodies to shield the problem. It's really unique. Obviously, we're all troubled. As you said, there's more questions than answers. I've been on thousands of presidential sites. I was with 3 presidents over a period of 14 years in my 23-year career, and on campaigns, foreign presidents, former presidents. Each site is unique and complex. So I probably have more questions than the public would even ask. And I think we all do. And it's very early. This is the first assassination attempt in history in the modern media age. We see it as it happens. We see spectator videos, we hear sound.
Paul, there have been a lot of eyewitness accounts, and I'm sure you've heard them too. One in particular that sticks out in my mind was a man who gave an interview to the BBC saying that he saw that person on the building, and they were pointing to what they believed, I guess the person thought were agents, informing him this person was on the building and looked like he had a rifle, and it seemed like it took them a long time to take control of the situation. Talk us through that. I mean, what goes through their minds and what may have led to what seems to people being a delay in taking this person out?
Well, I would caution people to realize that witness testimony is often flawed, and time tends to elapse or expand or contract based on memory. It may have felt like 4 or 5 minutes. I don't have the timing. And that individual may have notified local law enforcement. If that officer was on a post, he can't leave it. He can communicate via his radio to the command post and pass it along. The way the system works is the vulnerability that was identified was likely that rooftop being a main one because it has a line of sight into the venue outside the security perimeter, is the counter snipers have counter sniper response teams that when there is a suspected lone gunman or a suspected item or how do I put it, a suspected threat, they send out a team to investigate it. Because though I hear a lot of critics from the military and I honor their service, the rules of engagement in a war zone are far different than in a farm field in Pennsylvania. You cannot just shoot out into the rural environment and put down a threat on a suspicion. It appears from reports that an officer saw the individual after climbing a ladder, was engaged with the rifle, and then the shooter started his actions far faster than he had planned to. Once that person presented himself as a threat on that rooftop and the counter sniper made that assessment within a second, he shot that young man and neutralized that threat. But I think it's important for people to understand what the superhuman things you're asking from humans. That counter sniper with his powerful rifle and the best training in the world has to decide in a split second that that person is not a teenager with a pair of binoculars. If he had shot an innocent individual trying to get a view of the former president without a weapon, we'd be having a very different conversation.
Well, Paul, we thank you for your insights and coming on today and for your service. God bless.
Thank you.